We're gonna see the Thunder Wave come out into the Aerodactyl. Please, Aerodactyl, please get the attack off. YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team and it features a Life Orb Unnerved Aerodactyl with Solgaleo. It's a really interesting team I saw online, and yeah, it did win one online tournament, and I thought, okay, this looked pretty cool. Life Orb Unnerved Aerodactyl. It hit through the Charty Berry Charizards, dish out a lot of damage. Just does seem pretty impressive. I really did want to see how it goes though. But if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And if you want to check out the details of the team and the creator, I'll link them down below in the description. You can also try out the rental code right here. But let's get started and play some games. Rillaboom, Zacian, Grimmsnarl, Regieleki, Entei, and Yveltal. Alright, Entei is an interesting addition to this team right here. What do I want to go? Because dealing with Eleki is a little bit, I mean, the combination of Yveltal plus Eleki just looks so annoying for my team to handle. We do have a Gastrodon, and I don't know if they're going to bring Glide, I suppose, which is actually a big question mark here. We don't have Snarl on our Calyrex because I think it's going to be the Life Orb on the Yveltal on their side. This is actually kind of tricky right here. I think I want to go Incineroar Gastrodon lead. Incineroar Gastrodon looks pretty solid. I don't really like Rillaboom in this matchup. I don't like Calyrex here because it's too slow, or not too, well, it is kind of slow in this matchup because of the Eleki. Eleki plus Electro is just way too difficult for me to handle. So I think I do go with the Incineroar Gastrodon. I wonder what kind of Entei it is. I could see it being Scarf on this team just to help out with opposing Zacians. We'll see though. I do like the Gastrodon plus Incineroar option. I think Aerodactyl in the back and the Solgaleo. Now, my only issues with the Solgaleo are I need to get rid of the Entei and the Yveltal they bring it. And it's not really a great Pokemon in this kind of case because, I mean, I think I'm bringing it to help with the Zacian, but just dealing with, I think just not maxing the Solgaleo is going to be a little bit difficult for me because Solgaleo is just usually a good max Pokemon. However, I'm not using it to max this time around. We're going to see the Grimmsnarl plus the... Okay, Grimmsnarl plus the Yveltal. That's cool. As I lead my Gastrodon plus my Incineroar right here. I don't know how bulky this Gastrodon is. If we are really bulky though, we could live a attack here and go for a Yawn in the Yveltal. And I would really like to get a Yawn off in the Yveltal if possible. I think we just go for a Parting Shot though. I think Parting Shot is super safe and just protect our Gastrodon because we don't want to risk it, I think, immediately. We don't know the sets on this team. This could be fake tears into my Gastrodon and a max Airstream or Darkness. And if it is one of those combinations, then yeah, that would be pretty terrifying. Although they do have that option, they could go for, I guess, a Protect Yveltal, and Grimmsnarl could go for, I don't know, whatever it really wants to with Spear Prick, I guess. Or get some chip. I will find out. We are going to see a Dynamax come out from the Yveltal, looks like, unless they're Dynamaxing their Grimm, which, hey, I'm okay with if that's the case. I do want to get my Aerodactyl in though, because Aerodactyl is pretty key here. Aerodactyl is my main way to handle the Yveltal, which is kind of strange to say, but I just don't know if the Grimmsnarl has the foul play in the Yveltal also. I can just threaten a bunch of damage. Let's see. Protects from the Gastrodon here. Let's see. Are you going for Fake Out coming out in the Gastrodon to stop the Yawn? Okay. Is it a double up with Max Darkness? No, it's Airstream into the Incineroar. Okay. Oh no, it's in the Gastrodon. Okay, so I made the best potential protect play here, I guess. Nice. Okay, we are able to get a Parting Shot off immediately into the Yveltal. It is Life Orb Yveltal. Okay, confirmed. We do get a Parting Shot off into the Yveltal right here. Huge. Okay, that's a really good turn here. Now, hopefully Aerodactyl can put in some work because we do need Aerodactyl to really go in here. We go hard into Aerodactyl, and I think we're just going to go for a... I think we're just going to go for the Rockfall. I need the damage into the Yveltal really badly here. So yeah, that's what we're going to do here. Or I could Airstream. Airstream's not a bad play either, I guess. I guess I could go for the Airstream. Or I could max Quake the Grimm as well. I really like Rockfall because it boosts our special defense with our Aerodactyl. Actually, yeah, I do like a max Rockfall more here. I need the damage in the Yveltal, which is really important here because that Yveltal is just so annoying for the rest of my team. I'm going to go hard into Incineroar here because if Zacian tries to come in, I want to have Fake Out pressure against the Zacian. So let's bring out our Incineroar. Looks like they didn't swap the Grimmsnarl. Thunderwave is okay. It's annoying, but as long as we attack, it's cool. Lights, Reflect here is okay. If they go for... It's just Thunderwave para chances is annoying. Fake Tears is the big one, though. If it's Fake Tears, that's really bad. A Foul Play could also be pretty scary, but we'll find out. We do Dynamax our Aerodactyl here. We're trying to get massive damage here into the Yveltal. Let's see. I wonder if they didn't bring Rillaboom. I don't think they did in this case, but we'll see. Airstream going to come out once again. They target down my... Okay, they keep targeting down my... What was my Gastrodon slot? That's cool with me. All right. Looks like the Grimmsnarl attack. So is this a double up in the instant? Or is this like a Foul Play into the Aerodactyl? We are able to get a... Oh, Spirit Break. Yeah, Spirit Break does come out. Okay, cool. They're -2 attack. So Incineroar does take it very, very well. Nice. Okay, cool. And we go for a Max Rockfall into the Yveltal. How much damage it does? It almost picks up a knockout. That's a really good damage. If we were like Head Smash, we would just KO, which would be absolutely insane. But yeah, that's huge damage into the Yveltal. And Sand doesn't pick up the knockout, but does the second one do? I don't think it does. Okay. Okay, that's not a bad turn here though. That's absolutely not a bad turn here. I can go out into... I risk Soul. I think I risk Soul here. Yeah, I think I risk Soul. And I think I'm going to Airstream the Grimmsnarl. I like that a lot, actually, because I don't think I really need Soul against this team in general. I'd rather just go hard into Solgaleo here and just try to get these Solgaleo into decent spots and prevent like a Oblivion Wing healing situation, which is the big part, because I don't want Yveltal to ever get recovery here. I think I just Airstream because if they just go for an attack with Yveltal, they knock themselves out, so that's completely fine. If they go for a Max Darkness read, I don't think it's that big of a deal if I lose my Soul. They might just Airstream again, but I don't know if they go for the Max Darkness here. They Max Guard. Okay, yeah, to try to okay, with Scary Face, that makes sense. They're trying to set up a position where that's actually really good for me. Okay, nice. We are able to get an Airstream off into the Grim. That picks up the knockout. Wow, Aerodactyl going in right now. Aerodactyl actually going in. All right, eliminate the Grimmsnarl. That's huge. I'll gladly take the knockout into the Grim there. And the Yveltal probably lives the Sand since they calced it. Yeah, I can just double protect, and yeah, the Yveltal 100% goes down unless they want to Oblivion Wing their own slot. They Oblivion Wing their own slot. That actually is a pretty safe and... Or yeah, well, not safe, but a really smart play potentially, depending on the factors for the rest of this game here. Like if they go Zacian, they could force me to double protect here. And well, would I double protect? I probably wouldn't actually. I would just go for the Max Quake, right? Since I do have the +1 speed, I do outspeed the Zacian guaranteed and can go for the Max Quake here. I think that's probably a better option. Yeah. I just don't. Although I could prevent the Yveltal. Ooh, Eliki comes in. That's actually really good for me. That is really good for me. Okay. Wait, am I I'm adamant max speed. I'm not Jolly. Do I outspeed Eliki? 182. That's 90. Yeah, so that's 91 exactly. That's 270. I don't outspeed, do I? No, I don't. I need to be Jolly to outspeed. Oh, that's unfortunate here. It's cool though, because we could just max guard here with our Aerodactyl and go for a protect. But I want to draw out the Max Quake. I don't think it's bad to just double protect here. Are they going to Oblivion Wing their Eliki though? If they Oblivion Wing their Eliki, we're actually in a really rough spot. We're in a really rough spot. They Oblivion Wing the Eliki. That would be a 5-head play right there. Oblivion Wing your own Eliki, Thunderbolt the Aerodactyl. I think that'd be such a 5-head. But if I was Jolly Aerodactyl, I do just outspeed the Eliki. So Dark Bolt's going to come out into the Solgaleo. Okay. And a Volt Switch. Okay, we're good. A Volt Switch is interesting. Does that mean specs? It probably does mean specs. A goodbye Yveltal. And all right. My Solgaleo move before my Aerodactyl. Am I faster with my Solgaleo? Because I don't think that should be the case. Zacian comes in. Oh no, it's because I got Scary Face. Never mind. So I didn't even outspeed the Eliki anyway. Imagine if I targeted the I forgot about the Scary Face. Oh, imagine if the Scary Face happened. Oh, that could have been something, huh? Okay, no, we're still good here. Okay. I'm actually just gonna Earthquake myself twice because I think the combination of Incineroar plus Gastrodon should just be able to win the game, especially with Yawn. But there are a few things that are stopping me. Specifically, Screech Eliki is the one thing that's stopping me, as well as Sword Stance potentially, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Thunderbolt going to come out. It's not going to KO my Solgaleo. Earthquake's going to come out. Nice. Okay, so we are going to be able to pick up the knockout into Eliki here, I imagine. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. And let's see who the Zacian targeted. The Aerodactyl, which is okay here. Sacred Sword into Soul. Okay, so Soul is going to go down. Does Aerodactyl get... Oh, I think Aerodactyl just got, what, all 4K? Oh, no, not... It got 3 KOs. Technically 2, but 3 with and residual. So I think it counts. Zacian gets knocked out here. And Aerodactyl actually putting in a ton of work. I thought this matchup was going to be rough. Like, really rough with the... Man, I thought the Yveltal was just going to be a lot harder, but... Aerodactyl, I didn't think the max rockfall, even with Life Orb, did that much damage to Yveltal, because Yveltal's a really bulky Pokemon. But I guess since it was Life Orb, it didn't have that much bulk investment, and then Aerodactyl just able to dish out quite a bit right there with the Adamant Nature, the Life Orb stacking on stack, and yeah, oh man, the power that it was able to do, KOing the Grimmsnarl, getting the Airstream boost, really threatening the damage right there. It was fantastic overall, and yeah, I was able to set up a pretty early game where I think worst case scenarios were fake tears, specifically turn 1. So if they faked out Airstream the Incineroar, it was still playable. And yeah, I was able to get the Aerodactyl into a good spot, especially with the turn 1 parting shot that reduced the damage from Yveltal immensely. Amoonguss, Yveltal, Thundurus, Landorus, Dragapult, Zacian. Oh, this is a weird one. This is a weird one right here. Okay. Mainly because they have Yveltal. They have a Sash Dragapult, I imagine, here. This is one heck of a game. All right. I don't know what I really want to go. I do think that Calyx is going to be really important here. Aerodactyl is going to be really strong against the Yveltal. Let's find out, because this is kind of a weird game. Gastrodon's really good at Incineroar. Those are definitely the 4 I'm probably bringing. I think no Solgaleo this time around. I'm bringing Calyx because I actually have like a Wisp option I can do against a lot of these Pokemon, and Dragapult I think changes it immensely. If I get rid of the Dragapult first, I think it's really nice just to help out, because dealing with Dragapult in the Sash one with Wisp that can slow down my team looks a little bit scary. So I think I'm going to lead Calyx plus Aerodactyl here and have Gastrodon plus the Incineroar in the back. Let's find out what they decide to go for here, because this is one heck of a matchup. They also have like, what, 4 Ice Weeks, I think? Against, yeah, I think it's 4 Ice Weeks, right? Amoonguss, Thundurus, Landorus, Yveltal. Ooh. Unfortunately, I don't have any ice coverage in this matchup, but I do have some rock coverage, which is pretty decent still in this. We're going to see the Yveltal and the Thundurus lead. Okay. This is really, I mean, wait, do I outspeed Thundurus? I do outspeed Thundurus with Aerodactyl, actually. Okay. I do outspeed Thundurus, which is nice here. I don't know what they want to do here, though. Okay, this is an interesting position here. The main things that to be considered are A, what kind of Thundurus this is, because I don't think it's a fine. I'm pretty sure that it's support here, because you have Landorus and you have Yveltal, which are probably Pokemon you want to max generally. You even have a Dragapult that might want to max on occasions. I think it's like support Thundurus. And if it's support Thundurus, I think it's just better to go out into Incineroar or the Calyx here, because having the Calyx that can Wisp these Zacian's really nice. I think Protect is a decent call here. I just am worried if they max Darkness here. I think I'd rather just Rockfall turn 1 though. I think it's okay play, because I'm thinking like they could switch out the the Yveltal into Zacian, and if they do that, at least I have Fake Out Pressure and I could KO the Fundy at least, which isn't too bad. And I'll get the Sandfist with Death Boost, which I think is probably pretty strong. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's Defying Thunder, so it is support Thundurus. Good thing I considered it here. Okay, this is really good potentially, although I don't know how much Life Orb Max Darkness does to the Aerodactyl. I'm hoping I survive, but Aerodactyl is a pretty frail Pokemon. If they do go for the Max Darkness option with like a Thunder Wave, Scary Face, Speed Control, it's a pretty devastating position. However, I should be fine otherwise. They do Dynamax the Yveltal, so Let's see. This could be a very concerning point in the game right here because we'll find out. Also, Thundurus is kind of annoying, especially if it's taunt, so I do kind of want to get rid of Thundurus quickly as well. So these two Pokemon are definitely on the Pokemon list of I want to knock out as quick as I can threats. We're going to see the Thunder Wave come out into the Aerodactyl. Please, Aerodactyl, please get the attack off. Next Darkness comes out into who? It's going to be, okay, they doubled up the Aerodactyl. Does this knock out? We do survive. Okay, Aerodactyl, please, please get the knockout in, or please get the hit off. Life Orb. Okay, good. That's a really important hit right here into the Yveltal. It's not a knockout, but that's still really huge. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a really huge knockout, right? Or a really huge hit off. I can go for a fake out into the Thundurus slot, I guess. There is max darkness -1 speed death drop on my Incineroar, which is concerning. Yet, I guess I can max guard here. Aerodactyl. That might not be a bad play, but the thing is that they double up the Incineroar slot. I am absolutely screwed here. A fake out might be too obvious though. I just don't know what they want to condition here. Because if they go for Airstream and Aerodactyl, that's really bad. I think my best play... I think I have to call which slot they're targeting. I think I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz attempt at a max guard. I'm going to hope that they double up my Aerodactyl slot. They retreat the Thundurus, which is actually good, into Zacian. This should be Airstream then. I just don't know into who. Okay. If this is into Aerodactyl, this is really good. If this is Incineroar, this could be really bad. Okay. That's really good. And Flare Blitz should get the Yveltal here. Okay, that's a huge knockout. That's an absolutely huge knockout. Okay. All right, so Yveltal goes down. I am able to eliminate it. Game's not over by far, but that is a huge step in order to help winning this game here. We're able to eliminate the Yveltal. Good. I was thinking like they might be worried about me faking out the Thundurus, so they just double up the Yveltal. I knew that they were going to Airstream a slot. My only concern was who were they going to Airstream with. Dragapult comes in, which is a really interesting play here. Is this for Helping Hand Sacred Sword? I'm going to go Calyrex. And I'm going to go for a Airstream, I think, into the Dragapult. Oh, this could be Darts, I suppose. Is this Darts Sacred Sword? I think it's Darts Sacred Sword. I think this is okay if that's the case. As long as they don't Behemoth Blade the instant. I guess I have to call this, don't I? I think I still Airstream the Dragapult at the end. Yeah, I do Airstream the Dragapult. Let's find out. I'm making a really aggressive play here by switching out into my Calyrex, but I think it's worth it here because I think it's either Helping Hand Sacred Sword or Dragon Dart Sacred Sword here. And if that's the case, this is really good. So we're going to see Play Rough. Oh, they went for a mid-ground. They went for a mid-ground with Play Rough. That's really good. They did go for the darts. Aerodactyl's not able to survive. Unfortunate. It's a winnable game, but this became a lot rougher now. Alex goes down. Yeah, the thing is, I didn't have a safe switch for that. I either lost Incineroar. Like, no matter what, I was losing 2 Pokemon there, I think. Unless I hard switched Gastrodon in. But I don't think that's worth saving the Aerodactyl for. I do go out into Gastrodon plus the Incineroar right here. And... you know, there's chances here. I do have Throat Chop into the... Gastrodon could maybe win in that game. It's just the fact that the Zacian's always going to get the retreat in the Thundurus here, which is pretty bad. I think I go for a Yawn into the Thundurus slot, and I think I always just Throat Chop the Dragapult. The Phantom Force here, I guess you can Phantom Force. Phantom Force is fine. Yeah, Phantom Force is fine. I'm going to Throat Chop and Yawn, I think. Because I know your Zacian switching out into the Thundurus because your Zacian is the main way you're going to win, right? With the damage output. If you Phantom Force, it's cool. Okay, they went for darts. Good. I went for Throat Chop here and hopefully it knocks out the slot. And that's pretty important because I do need that damage off into the Dragapult. So here comes a Throat Chop into the Dragapult. It is able to pick up the knockout. Good. And then Yawn into Thundurus. So this game's not over yet. It's pretty bad, but the game is not over yet by far. A Yawn coming out into the Thundurus will make it drowsy. And now, and I beat the Zacian. Thunderbolt doesn't knock out the Incineroar at this range. My best play should always be Flare Blitz and the Yawn. Yeah, Flare Blitz and the Yawn is always the right play. Unless Play Rough KOs me, then I have to go for Protected Gastron. But I mean, I think I'd rather risk a miss here. Yeah, I'd rather risk a miss if that's the case. Yeah. If Thundurus can't knock me out, we're still in an okay spot. We're going to go for Yawn and Flare Blitz here. If they have Eerie Impulse, it's just going to be annoying to play around. But we're just going to have to at the end of the day. So we're going to go for Yawn into the Zacian slot. They might go for Sacred Sword Eerie Impulse here. They might go for Protect Eerie Impulse. We'll find out. They go for a Taunt. Oh, right. They could have Taunt. Oh, that was really bad for me. I was expecting the Eerie Impulse, and then they just revealed the Taunt, and then I'm like, oh wait, I could have just Earth Powered. Oh, that's really bad, actually. Why did I go for a Yawn? I probably could have went. For some reason, I just forgot that Thunderous got access to his Taunt, and yeah, now I'm gonna have to hope for a Play Rough Miss here. I don't even think they have to go for Play Rough Miss. I think they could just go for 2 Sacred Swords, but. Let's see. Earth Power here. If Earth Power didn't 2-shot, then I lost the game anyway, unless I got a Spit Death Drop on the first one or crit. But yeah, that's actually just so silly of me. I should have just went for the Earth Power right there. I should have just went for the Earth Power, because if I had a chance, it's to hitting the Zacian. Oh, and I thought they were going for Timer Win Con. Okay. Thunder still sleep. No surprise. We're gonna see a Play Rough. They do connect. Okay, and they did have Sacred Sword. So the game's over because they just Sacred Sword for the win. Oh man, I just had to Earth Power that one time. Yawn was such a mistake right there. Yawn was absolutely such a mistake. I don't know why my first thought process was they're going to Eerie Impulse when I completely forgot they could have access to Taunt. I have to hope that they Play Rough for some reason. No, yeah, you always Sacred Sword. Good game. Dang, it looked really rough there, but it was very winnable. I just ended up drawing in the end game right there. Earth Power was the right call. Really smart taunt. But yeah, I just realized I didn't have to go for the Yawn there, I guess, in that case. What would I have had to go for the Yawn for specifically? I guess there really is no reason for me to go for the Yawn there, is there? Now that I'm thinking about it. The Yawn was just so unnecessary, and it was probably like the greed that, yeah, like it was absolutely not necessary at that point in the game. I think just clicking 2 Earth Powers, yeah, we saw it would have been able to knock out this Zacian. Dang. I don't know why my first instinct was click Yawn. It should have been Earth Power, I guess. Calyx, Shadow Rider, Kyogre, Weezing, Regigigas, Whimsicott, plus Eliki. Oh, this is the hyper offense stuff, which with this team, do I handle it well? I mean, I guess I kind of do, but it just depends. This is kind of weird. All right, because I know it's, I don't think they could do Weezing, Regigigas here, because Weezing, Regigigas would just struggle super hard against. Oh, this is annoying because Eliki plus Calyx is the lead I'm looking at for them, and it's a really strong lead option here. It does so much damage to my team. What would I expect me to go here? Maybe Rillaboom is the play here. I think Rillaboom does do pretty well with the max move here. It is probably like my best option. I'm thinking like Rillaboom Instant is probably really good because I can just dish out a good amount of damage to their team. And I hope that Rillaboom could survive one attack here from their side. Is it the play? I think it is, because Gastrodon's really good here as well, but the thing is they do have the Calyx, which is really scary for me to handle. I think it's Rillaboom, Instant, Gastrodon, and then I think Calyx in the back. I just don't like Aerodactyl here because Wide Guard's a bit risky. Solgaleo's a little bit risky. The damage output's not really incredible. Let's find out how this is gonna go, because I do think that I do have White a decent advantage here if I live the Max Darkness into Astral Barrage, I guess, with choice specs on their Calyx. I do have to get rid of Calyx immediately. If I can get rid of their Calyx immediately, it's so good, and I mean so good for the rest of my team. We're gonna see a Eliki Calyx lead. Yep, okay, it's physical Eliki. I think I just nuked the Eliki with Max move here. Yeah, I think I would just nuke it right here with that. So I go for the max move into the Eliki, I think, and a throat chop because they can't pick up the knockout into Incineroar Eater. I could also double up the Calyx slot with a max move plus a parting shot in the Eliki is not a bad play either, I suppose. It's just, do I want that to be my play here? I don't think it's a bad option. I am going to go for the drum solo here into the Eliki slot, and I am going to go for the throat chop, I think, into the Calyx. It's not a bad play because they can't, I mean, do they switch out? Here's my question. They can switch on to Wheezing, but they take so much damage right here. You know what? I think I am going to parting shot out actually to Calyx because I don't think they should stay in. I think Wheezing comes in here. Yeah, I think Wheezing should come in here. I set up the grassy terrain before the Wheezing came out, which is pretty big. Parting shot's pretty nice into the Calyx. I just got to be very, very cautious right here because I need Gastrodon around. Yeah, so they do swap out here. They're going to go out into the Wheezing. Perfect. Okay, that's good. That's really good for me. I don't know if Eliki's protecting or not. I would like to dish out a huge amount to the Eliki right here with the max move. We'll see. They didn't... if they bounce, this is weird, but if they just go for protect, this is okay for me, I think. We do max our Rillaboom here. Yeah, I just don't feel like attacking there is the right position for them, so this works out heavily. I do need to save the Rillaboom very, very much, though. Rillaboom's very necessary for the win here. We are going to be able to go for balance. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I can tar down the... All right, this is actually really good, yeah. Drum solo does miss here. I do go for the parting shot into the Wheezing, which is cool. That means their last Pokemon should be Kyogre. If it's Kyogre, it's not too bad. I can get a max Quake off into their thing and probably getting Calyx. I go Calyx here, which is pretty strong. Yeah, I like Calyx a lot here over Gastrodon because it just puts on way more offensive pressure against the Wheezing, which I think is better. So I'm going to go Calyx here. And Astral Barrage could maybe just threaten the Eliki because it can't go for protect here. Because, I mean, it is Eliki. It's not super great in this spot. Let me see how fast my Rillaboom is. How fast am I? I am faster than their Wheezing. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Okay. We're going to go for a... we go for a drum solo into Wheezing. We go for a Astral Barrage here. Yeah, we're just going to go for damage right now. Because if we can knock out the Eliki, we get the special attack boost. I think this should always be bounced into the Rillaboom because the Rillaboom is just a hard Pokemon for them to deal with. Astral Barrage does an insane amount to the Wheezing. Don't get the para, please. Okay, that's really good. Okay, we do get the Astral Barrage set up here. Fantastic, fantastic. Okay. So that is able to pick up the knock on Eliki. I got pressure into the Wheezing here with the max move. Okay, this is really good. And I mean really good. Goodbye, Wheezing. All right. This is a good spot. I think now I can go out into my Incineroar here. I guess the only issue is they still have max, but I don't think I mind that. This is going to be Kyogre Calyx coming in. I'm trying to think of how they win here. The Kyogre Scarf, the Calyx is choice specs. So my only issue is if they max here, because if they max here, it's really awkward. Otherwise, I could probably play around this just fine. We're going to see the Calyx next to the... Yep, Calyx next to the thing. Okay. I think I have to... The thing is, Astral Barrage does not KO my... Astral Barrage does not KO my Rillaboom, but if they crit me, I'm in such a bad position where I think I do just sack Incineroar here and I just protect here to be super safe. My only issue is if they go for the max with Calyx here, but I think they have to say max with Kyogre. Oh boy, if they max the Calyx this turn, I'm gonna have to win a speed tie or I just lose here. Let's find out. We are going to go out into our Incineroar right here because we do need, I think, in order to win the game, I think I need the Intimidate, or not Intimidate. I need Rillaboom to Grassy Glide to Kyogre, basically. That's what I need. A Dynamax a slot. Is that Kyogre? That is Kyogre. Okay. What are they going for? Because I guess they don't. I guess they're hoping I'm not Sash then. You have to be hoping I'm not Sash, right? Because this play 100% loses if I am Sash, because I just Astral Barrage them and then they don't have any pressure against me. So I'll protect my Calyx here. Okay, good. Astral Barrage is going to get fired off. Perfect. Okay. That's huge. All right, what are you doing, Kyogre? This is a big question. They go for the Incineroar. Hailstorm into who? This is a big question. Okay, they targeted out my Rillaboom. Okay, that's perfect. Because I still have grassy terrain, so I should be able to heal back to full HP here, right? That's how it works. If it doesn't, I have to win the speed tie, and that's really not ideal. That's really not ideal if I have to go for a speed tie here. Yeah, okay, grassy terrain will heal us. Cool. Okay, I should win the game now. Yeah, because I click Astral Barrage, Ice. Yeah, I just click Astral Barrage. I still have Rillaboom in the back. I have Gastro as a win con now. Yeah, this looks really good. I go for a fake out. No, I just throw chop, right? The Calyx is specs on this team. I know that for sure. I have Sash on the Calyx, so I always live their Astral Barrage if it's a speed tie. Doesn't matter, because if they win the speed tie, I just KO their Calyx. I beat the Kyogre in a 1v2 situation. So yeah, I think as long as we don't get like super unlucky, I think I think we could lose to like Ice Beam Freezes, I suppose. But yeah, we're okay. Astral Barrage, we do win here. We did have a Sash, so it didn't really matter too much here. We are able to knock out the Calyx, which is fantastic. And yeah, like no matter what, we had the game sealed. If they won the speed tie, sure, I lose my Calyx this turn, but again, Rillaboom plus Gastron should be enough to seal this game. I just go hard into Gastron. I click Yawn into the Kyogre, and yeah, they went for a Hailstorm too into the Incineroar, which is, I guess they're covering for a Rillaboom, I suppose. I mean, I guess if they got the Choice Specs Astral Barrage off, like the double up just KO the Incineroar anyway. But yeah, they didn't really have an out, I think, after me getting the KO on Weezing, because we were actually a fast on the Rillaboom. The Rillaboom actually being fast was so important because we were able to threaten the Weezing before it could do anything, like a Wisp or a Sludge Bomb, which could have broken my Sash on Calyx, could have been a really awkward position. But yeah, a fast Rillaboom just really saving us right here. And I think we just win the game here by clicking Party Shot right here into a Astral Barrage. We do have Grassy Glide anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. We have a Gastron as well. Game's gonna be forfeit, and yes. Ooh boy. Luckily, I actually was just using that team earlier, and yeah, it's a really strong hyper offense team, but you have to get a lot of reads right, and positioning against Rillaboom Gastron, it's because you need a lot of things, especially because you need to save either Weezing pretty healthy to deal with Gastron with Kyogre for this to neutralize Storm Drain, or the Calyx has to be decently healthy or boosted, at least just alive, because you need Energy Ball. And I was just, because they bounced, sure, they avoided the max move, but then they were just like locked into bounce. They couldn't Dynamax. It was a free Astral Barrage KO, and I was able to get a really good double up. And then since they lost resources because their Pokemon are really frail, I had all four of my Pokemon to play around their remaining two, which was so important right there. And that is the show. Aerodactyl able to dish out so much damage to the Yveltals, especially that we faced, which was absolutely fantastic. As the Unnerve and Rock Slide to threaten the Charizards. Head Smash would have been really nice to have against the Yveltals. We would have been able to pick up knockouts, I think, with that extra bit in base power damage. But the Rock Slide, of course, does make sense for the Charizard Sun matchup, where you don't have to Dynamax and you can just threaten with Rock Slide, and they can't eat its berry because of a nerf. But fortunately, we didn't face any Sun, and Solgaleo wasn't able to shine because against Yveltal and Calyx Shadow Rider, I don't think Solgaleo was really the Pokemon I was really good at bringing. But glad that the Aerodactyl really got to shine in today's video. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. And if you want to check out the details of the team and the placement and the creator down below in the description, rental code you can grab right here. Check out my other Series 12 content where I use a lot of fun teams and a lot of cool Pokemon. But that's going to be it for me. Have a great day, people, and until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.